This reading is for Sagittarius. Sorry about that. We have Capricorn. We have a boss, a public figure, a CEO, or an Aries. Um, we have, this could be Pisces or Cancer. This is Gemini. And there's Cancer for sure. Gemini again, Scorpio, and Gemini again. Okay? So these signs may be relevant, they may not be, and that's just fine. Okay? But this reading has the feeling of sneaky, false intentions, whether that's you or someone you're dealing with. I'll remind you once again that when I do these readings, I say you, but that's for simplicity, okay? It can be somebody that you're dealing with as well, especially if it's any of these signs that I've mentioned, but not limited to those signs. So, what I'm getting here is someone who's really trying to hold on to their resources, someone who is trying to keep a situation calm, someone who is more reserved with their emotions, who may have control issues about their children or their domain or something like that. Maybe even their position of power. So it's saying basically you're being resourceful in order to control your paranormal? Okay, it's paranoia. Some of you may be dealing with some paranormal visitations or experiences or watching paranormal shows, because that does not normally happen whenever I'm talking. So, but okay, you're trying to be resourceful to control your paranoia. Oh my gosh. I am tired, but I'm not that tired. You actively made a choice. You had more than one option. You used foresight within this situation, but things are not as they appear. Some of you are at a crossroad, and it has something to do with greed, or it has to do with holding back, or it has to do with holding on too tightly. You're being a fast talker about a victory. Okay. Now, for some of you, this could be, not telling the truth about a car or about travel or an actual victory. It also could be that you're not telling the truth, that you're feeling conflicted or out of control. Because of a manipulated victory. And a guilty conscience about that choice. You're trying to improve and change your guilty conscience by holding on and pretending. So, I'm going to say there can be some people basically here that are guilty of helping someone to get a deceitful type of victory, right? By manipulating their guilty conscience. But the people trying to manipulate the other person's guilty conscience have a guilty conscience too. Okay? That's for some about the same thing. But either way, there is manipulation of a secret victory by being resourceful and holding on too tightly or being greedy. You have a guilty conscience about controlling and being a fast talker about a choice because you were paranoid about a victory choice. That victory choice that was false, that only came through manipulation of someone's guilt or guilty feelings. Just because somebody feels guilty doesn't mean they should be. But I'm not saying that you should or shouldn't. I'm just saying that can be the case for some. But honestly, it's saying you were resourceful, you took action and made a choice to manipulate a choice, and then held on really tightly and were a fast talker about it so it wouldn't appear that you had guilt for some of you. Some of you also could be dealing with a third party, and that's not going to be for most, but I'm just saying some of you are. That's interesting. So, whatever it is, this is a matter of dishonesty, controlling aspects. I'm going to be honest with you. I've never heard the word lunacy whenever I looked at the moon card, but this time I did. There's a matter of lunacy, like somebody may have mental illness or may be affected strongly by the moon, which actually, if you think about it, Sagittarius would be very much affected by this new moon eclipse coming up. And I'll get into that later, but basically, it's all about you. About this lie, this cover up through using someone's guilt or shame. Yeah. That's very interesting. Anyway, so for a lot of you, this is going to have to do with your roots, your home, your stability, your family, something like that, and things from the past that you're holding on to secretly. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of that. This also could be about money or your self-worth that could also be involved. And your belief system as well, like what you are strongly believing in or your philosophies regarding these things. Some of you also could be dealing with a marriage and identity issues. But I feel like something that has to do with your daily duties, your daily routine, or maybe even your health, you have a guilty conscience about. And that's why you're being so resourceful to manipulate. You've got to learn to let go of control. That's pretty much what I'm seeing here. You're trying to improve and hold on to something that you don't want or that you don't believe in. And for some of you, it's just to save face. All right, guys, that was kind of a random reading, but that's what I'm seeing. So if this does resonate with you, please give it a thumbs up. Feel free to share it. And if you're not already subscribed, please do. And I'll see you again soon. Bye, guys.